The mold explodes. It doesn't feel very self-preservation-esque unless it's spreading spores, which makes sense. Well, yeah, that's the job of any mold, really, is to spread itself via spores. But I'm not in the maintenance sector. Deal with it yourself. Let's see. Where are we? That's not very helpful. Again, this map, not great.
This must be one of the samples.
So we've got TVs and the pit left to do. Now, hopefully, the pit means I don't have to go inside the pit. It's just near the pit. And, yeah, that's an in-game radio that doesn't work, so, okay. Rob gets killed multiple times in an area. I guess shield is better. That's a fair point. It's for later. Yeah. I see what you mean. I wasn't quite expecting there to be 5 of these enemies all in one go. The main problem with using shield is that you can't do anything else at the same time. Like, I'm using shield now, but I can't dash, I can't use launch, I can't shoot. So really, it's just a move to somewhere else kind of thing. Alright, let's drop and get some health. Shields up. Hello. So those guys aren't very threatening. It's the other ones that shoot at me that are. Right, restrooms that way. So that's where I got the toilet sample on the left. There was an entrance for Lab 5 that I skipped over here. So let's go. Here we go. Alright, Lab 5. Ooh.
One of Underhill's samples.
Presentation? Oh, these goddamn creepy threshold kids. Okay. Gone. I hate these kids. They look so creepy. Building shift? Mr. Bones. Oof.
Building shifts occur at random and without warning, but with the Bureau's cutting-edge technology, we can stabilize the oldest house. Safe employees are happy employees.
Doesn't look very happy.
Certain rituals allow agents to navigate the oldest house as well, but accidents do happen. Trapping agents inside the walls. I heard you got stuck in your room for 3 days, Topher. Too bad you didn't have your book with you.
Yes, let's bring up this trauma.
And remember, kids, when you feel the floor deviate, it's already much too late.
If you feel the floor moving underneath you, you're already dead. Ooh, okay. Mr. Bones. Did we pick something up? Collectible. So we just got the multimedia for the Threshold kids. Yeah, when you're caught in a house shift. Oh dear. No, we are not doing a no powers run of Control because the powers are what make this game fun. Like, you could do this gun only, but I don't think that's necessarily something you want to do. Hell no, change the channel. Oh yeah, I agree. Oh. Base weapon only, no mods, no warping, no damage. I don't know if you can do it with no warping. There might be some platform sections that require you to do the warp. Alright, let's get that health. Thank you, health. The music's still in attack mode, unfortunately. So I'm gonna... Oh, that's poison. That's poison. Okay, okay. Ooh. See here, where there's toxic mist on the bottom of the floor, I'm pretty sure you can't do this without doing the warp. Like so.
This looks like a good one.
Oh, we got it all. Sweet. Alright.
That's all 5 samples.
Okay.
I should get these back to Underhill.
Good indeed. Now, is it possible for me to climb up out of the pit? Must be, right? Assuming I don't get exploded by spore explosions. Go back to where the control point was. Excuse me. Trying to escape. Wait a minute, shave Pimmsy's head. Sorry, it's not shaves Pimmsy's head, it's cut Pimmsy's hair. Which I know would be a fun thing to do, to shave Pimmsy's head, but no. Oh, come on, I had the barrier up. Come on. But yeah, Pimmsy wants to cut her hair and then donate it to a charity to make wigs for children that suffer from cancer or leukemia. So I forget the name of the actual charity that does it, but basically, if you submit at least 6 inches of hair, they will use that to make a wig. You play video games for fun. Real gamers play video games to suffer and to challenge themselves. Well, I am challenging myself. You know, I'm dying over and over again. But I am also having fun as well. And that's the important thing, is to have fun. So, where should I go? Active threshold. I actually need to go to... I suppose it doesn't really matter, does it? Go to parapsychology. And then run down the stairs. Yeah, seems an easy way of doing it. I don't know exactly the way to climb back up from the pit to Underhill, so going down again is probably easier. But yes, the next sub-goal is to cut Pimmsy's hair so she'll donate it to charity of choice, or the mystery goal, which I've mentioned and teased before, but it's a fun one. And no, it's not got anything to do with shaving more of any hair on me, so it's not a completely shave Rob all over kind of thing, because you guys just wouldn't see the output of that. You should drop by containment. I'm sure nothing can go wrong there. That is the next thing to do. To go and find Dylan in containment. But I'm not doing that just yet. I'm hoping talking to Underhill is going to give me an ability that lets me cleanse toxic mist. And then I know there's an area near the mail room where we fought Tomasi that I can maybe explore and get, I don't know, maybe a file, maybe a mod. Could be both. Could be neither. I don't think they're the type of people to make this game to make something where you can explore and then not have something worthwhile going there for. So let's go and talk to Underhill.
I found all 5, but I kind of wanted to eat them.
The mold has that effect on some people. Likely due to the fact it's not actually mold or even of this dimension. I suspect it is the result of 2 incompatible molecular structures, one dominant, coming into contact. I call it mold or fungus because it's closer in appearance and behavior than anything else we know. Except perhaps bacteria.
She reminds me of my old biology teacher.
Did you happen to meet any more members of my ranger detail?
Nope.
I didn't see any rangers. Just walking mold people. Unless...
Those were the Rangers.
If you found mold people, you found my rangers. I refer to the creatures as hosts. They, like other unwary agents, succumbed to the appetite. But that's nothing for you to worry about. The pill I'm about to make with these samples will make the lower level perfectly safe to traverse. It has the added benefit of immunizing you against the pit's toxic spores. Now leave me to it.
Take some time? Okay. Give Underhill time to finish the antidote.
Try not to transport any spores outside the infected areas.
Yes, thank you, Underhill. So it is worthwhile to do that because it takes time for it to happen anyway. Okay. Now I don't know how to get back up, so I'm going to have to go back to that control point that I unlocked in the pit. And go all the way there again. By the way, Reaper says that today I started using Opera again. Ooh. For random reasons. Well, there must be more reasons than just random, right, Reaper? Like... So, Windows recently did an update on Windows 10. And what happens when you first load up your computer after doing that update is it tries to force Edge on you. And I'm like really concerned about why they were doing that. So you don't even have to click any icons on your, machine. You don't have to load up another browser instead or File Explorer or anything else. Edge is the first thing that automatically comes up and there's just no reason for it. Alright, can I upgrade? Ooh. I'm not really using spin, so I think the next one would be Pierce, but I could also do this instead. Save it just a little bit longer. Alright, and then we're fast traveling. We want to fast travel to... So we can't fast travel directly to containment, so I might as well just go to Central Executive and go to the lift there. So yeah, why are you using Opera now? Does it really make sense? Unless it's like a privacy issue, which I'm sure comes up quite often. Like, Opera uses DuckDuckGo, if I remember correctly. And then, doesn't track your browsing history to the same level as Google Chrome or Bing or whatever else. Does Edge use Bing? I don't even know. It must do, right? I'm really surprised they even called it Bing of all things. Like, Google is a made-up word for the purposes of the browser, but yeah, Bing, really? From Microsoft of all companies? Alright, to the containment sector. I hate how Windows forces Bing on you. Yeah, it's just, I mean, it's forcing Bing on you in the same way it's forcing Edge on you, so you can just ignore it and avoid it completely. But it's just like, surely the fact that people use Google rather, and that being so prevalent is kind of just an accepted fact at this point. Microsoft, well, I don't really know a lot about Microsoft's model, but I assume they make their money off of the business space, so they've got Microsoft Teams and Skype and all sorts of things there. And if you want to buy a new laptop, then it's going to be, it's going to be a Windows laptop or a Mac laptop, Unix, stuff like that. So, yeah. Also, I'm going to watch this hotline thing in greater detail for the Panopticon. When Windows does a search in the search bar in another Windows thing that needs to do a search, it uses Bing. Yeah, that's just... Of all things, Bing is the name they came up with it.
The containment sector, the Panopticon, is home to the altered items we find and contain. It is a maximum security prison. It's a vault for the most valuable treasures on Earth. It's a powder keg big enough to blow this world to dust. A temple, a place of worship filled with idols of angry gods. It's all of these, and none of them. It's something more profound, unbelievable, unknowable, something worse. Altered items. We've found many. They appear mundane, but nothing could be further from the truth. They're all powerful, dangerous. They press heavy on our minds because that's their nature. They've been altered because we can't stop thinking about
Collective unconscious belief. Okay.
Put them on altars because they're used to being worshipped. This keeps them calm. We contain them, but they don't want to be controlled. We study them to discover what makes them tick. If this place were ever reached, it would be chaos of biblical proportions.
Seems good. Seems good. Nothing could possibly go wrong. I'm sure every altered item is just sat casually in its containment. Well, the rubber duck was. It was just there. We heard about the tests they were trying to do on it, but otherwise it's just sitting there. Also, so this is Trench, and this must be Northmore. And this is the beginning of Blackrock Quarry, maybe? By the way, I wanted to use Opera thing and then went to take my pill. I came when you were saying something about web browser, but I don't know if you said anything about Opera. Opera at least gives you the free VPN, and the sidebar for things like Telegram, Twitter, etc. is quite good. Right. I don't use Opera, so I haven't seen the sidebar, but the fact that it gives you a free VPN is quite nice. So you're not active? Okay. Hello. Object and item distinction. Here we go. So, while altered items and objects of power may seem similar at first, it's important to note some very key distinctions. Firstly, objects of power grant power utilitarian abilities. See file PUT812 for introduction. Secondly, objects of power translocate anyone who makes physical contact to the astral plane. This is widely believed to be due to the blanks of affiliation with board objects of power. So that's the board's affiliation. Not every individual is allowed in the astral plane, which indicates the board evaluates who can or cannot enter. Thirdly, and this is not always the case, objects of power are much more paranormally resonant than altered items. Looking at the specific criteria that defines an object of power, it is no wonder they are notably rarer than altered items. In fact, we have blank altered items for every object of power contained within the Bureau. And hundreds. And that was by Darling as well. Hello. Bye. I guess I'm going to explode you now. And there's more, of course. Woo. Alright, use launch on the heavies. Wow. So it seems like most enemies are getting base upgrades to include shields compared to what we were getting at the beginning of the game. I suppose I could do with an energy upgrade, actually, to be able to use launch and shield and so on a lot more effectively. All dead? Well, that guy's not moving, so... Okay. So... that was where the first file was. Then... oh, he died. And the add-ons thing, Firefox and Chrome, I think, are better than Opera. But at least this has an add-on made by Opera to be able to install add-ons for Chrome. I guess, as long as there is cross-compatibility between all the extensions and so on, I think it's fine, right? Like, a very, like, prevalent extension browsers uses Honey to save money on, you know, online shopping and stuff, right? So I know there's probably a Firefox extension, there's a Chrome extension, and so on and so forth. But as long as you can install the Chrome version of that extension, or the Firefox version, in Opera, then it's kind of fine, really, isn't it?
Reminder, this week, any documents that suddenly appear pink, light red, or any shade in between must be incinerated immediately. Failure to do so will result in termination and possible bodily harm. Thank you for your attention.
Anything pink or light red, I see. And we have a certificate of recognition. In recognition of the successful completion of the requisites and of nomination of Federal Bureau of Control on the 12th of March in the year 1971, by virtue of their authority, hereby confers upon Theodore Ash this certificate of recognition. Theodore Ash, you say? Also, I got a weapon mod for Pierce. Plus 35% damage. Why not? And then this one... that. Damage after a kill. I suppose that is quite nice. It's better than the reload speed, I think. And that reload speed's okay. Personal mods, anything better? Launch energy cost down. Nah, I think I prefer still having more health. Until I get more ability points to upgrade my health, the base value, I think keeping the personal mods on to increase it is much better. So it looks like that's everything on the left-hand side of the office. Opera, I think, is based on Chromium. That's why it can have Chrome add-ons, because they share part of the same core. Right, okay. Good to know. I mean, I assume the developers are all kind of interlinked. If they're all providing open source extensions, but I don't know and understand enough about like how that works, honestly. I don't suppose they're all sharing a big GitHub for all these types of things, are they? So, is there anything along this wall? Doesn't seem like it. We've got trees. Okay. Logistics and security. Hello. Hi. How's it going? Did I just shoot you out the, I suppose I should. Come on, charge it. I think I need a thing to make charging hiss quicker. Alright, let's seize you because I can. And then you can deal with those guys down there. Hello! Goodbye. Okay. Control point time. I should get another countermeasure, actually, because I think I've completed a couple. Oh, it feels so satisfying to see all the walls, like, slide back into place. Alright. No, I actually need to wait for this. Okay. There we go. So, board countermeasures. We can collect this. We can... oh, not that. Okay. Yep, collect that. Hiss charged. Hiss guards. Grip maneuvers. Yeah, let's do this. Weapon forms? Ooh. Charge. Charge holds up to 3 explosive projectiles that can stagger enemies caught in their blast radius. But I need 10 remote thoughts. And I can also upgrade Shatter, but that needs Entropic Echo. Seen lots of upgrades now. That's nice.